and welcome to my channel where I make dishes inspired by some of my favorite video game characters. Today's dish is inspired by Kanji Tatsumi from Persona 4, and we are making some animal cracker eggnog parfaits. I knew for a long time that I wanted to make some kind of dessert for Kanji, since he loves baking and sweets, especially the pudding that the protagonist can make. His hair reminds me of the color of eggnog, and I feel that eggnog does fit Kanji well since his outward appearance makes everyone think he's a bad egg. Lastly, throughout the game, Kanji can be seen snacking on animal crackers, and he makes mention often about how there's a rare penguin animal cracker that he's always searching for. With all of this in mind, I felt it fit Kanji perfectly to make an eggnog and animal cracker parfait that I'm sure he would love to whip up for the investigation team. We'll start out at the stovetop with a medium saucepan. We'll add in eggnog and some unflavored powdered gelatin, letting it sit for a minute before turning on the heat to medium-low. We'll whisk until the gelatin dissolves, and then we'll add in granulated sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. We'll whisk until well incorporated, and we'll heat for about 3 to 5 minutes until the eggnog is warm but not hot or steaming. We'll remove the eggnog from the heat and pour it into a heat-proof bowl before whisking in some vanilla extract. We'll cover it up with plastic wrap and then slide it into the fridge to thicken for about 1 hour. Once thickened, we'll remove the nog from the fridge and beat it just a little bit to add some air and fluff up the texture a bit. We can then use a rubber spatula to fold in some whipped topping and fold, like a folded chair weapon, until the mix is well blended and then set aside. We'll then crush up some animal crackers into very small crumbs, or even a fine powder, and we'll mix it with a little bit of salt to prevent the dessert from being too sweet. We'll grab our 4 small serving bowls or cups and spoon in some of the cracker crumbs, then top with the eggnog mousse. The cups will go back into the fridge to firm up a little bit more for around 30 to 60 minutes. Once the parfaits are set, we'll pipe the remaining whipped topping onto the parfait, sprinkle with some leftover animal cracker crumbs and cinnamon, and would you look at that, we found the rare penguin animal cracker to go on top. We can then dig in and enjoy. The full recipe can be found below. Feel free to like if you want a bite, follow for more geeky treats, and comment what foods Kanji reminds you of. Thanks for following along.